All right, well, Jim Acosta, let's try and look at this like regular people for a second, because the politics never makes any sense. If you and I were in a dispute, okay, and we knew what the sticking point was, we wouldn't want to start with the sticking point, right? We'd want to find the common ground first. How does the White House explain coming out of the box saying, by the way, the president will go it alone on immigration? Why scratch the scab right out of the box?
Right. Well, you know, it is sounding a little less like a bourbon summit and more like high noon over here at the White House, Chris and Allison and Dana. But I think the reason why is, and I've talked to White House officials about this, top White House officials about this over the last several days. They feel like they gave John Boehner a chance to pass immigration reform. And they like to say repeatedly that this got out of the Senate with bipartisan support. Marco Rubio was backing this bill over in the Senate. It went over to the House and it died. And the president has been saying, and I covered his campaign, and Dana covered the campaign back in 2008, the president has been promising immigration reform for 6 years. And they feel like this is his time to do it. They feel like the Congress had a chance to pass it. It didn't get done. And so the president wants to take executive action by the end of the year. And by the way, it could be big. The New York Times has an editorial this morning saying, go for it, Mr. President, make it big. They're talking about it in the immigration reform community. Millions and millions of undocumented families, the families of these DACA kids, these Dreamer kids that got deferred deportation. They're talking about extending it to their families, and that will go over huge in the Latino community. So there's a lot that they want to get done. You know, there's the authorization for the use of military force for the war against ISIS. Yeah. That's also a big topic over here today, guys.